need ice in the super chat. We about to kick in them doors, like get on the floor. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends, when they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Frozen. You about to walk with bros. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You rockin' with Frozen and bros. We now in the zone. We need ice in the super chat. We about to kick in them doors. Like get on the floor. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Frozen. You about to walk with bros. Big Froze, big Froze. Big Froze, big Froze. Now that you see it, they watch me like they watch the news. We don't do no talking, we know what they do for the views.
Frozy, welcome back to the channel. I'm happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see me. Clap it up. Type shit, type shit. Hey, man, I'm so excited on this Thursday morning. I'm not going to lie to you. What a trucking week we've had. What a week. What a week, bro. I can't lie to you. Everything falling in place. It's a great feeling. Great vibes. Great motivation. You know, I want to say something. Sometimes when you be wanting to do something and, you know, you get deterred. Something happens, you get deterred, right? You, oh, nah, this shit ain't gonna work hard. I knew it was too good to be true type shit, right? But sometimes just a little motivation is great, right? Motivation is great. Y'all be giving me motivation to do shit. So I just want to say I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Sometimes when I be like, man, I'm going to just leave it alone. I'll tell y'all something, and then y'all be like, nah, fuck it, froze. Like, for example, you guys were asking me about the Chilla battle, right? You guys were asking me about the Chilla battle. And I explained to y'all, yo, I tried to get that joint. I did. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. And then somebody, he actually commented on the video yesterday, and somebody said, nah, Froze, you should try again. And I literally was like, yeah, you're right. Fuck that. We're going to try again. And we got it. Yeah. And we got it. And I don't know if I would have spun the block if I didn't get that push. You know, I might have just let that shit go and waited for whenever TBL was going to drop the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it just was, it was fire getting that little push, you know, from the chat. Nah, Froze, fuck that. We want to see it. We want to see it. Go get it. So I'm like, all right, let me see if I can pull something off here. All right, we'll dive into that story a little bit more as the live fill up. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the Bergs and all that. You know, I saw something yesterday. I saw Emerson Kennedy and Jazz. They did a live. Yeah, we're a little early today. We're a little early today. You know what I mean? Let's, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this while we letting everybody roll in. Let's do this while we letting everybody roll in. Notifications acting funny on the channel. YouTube trying to slow us down. YouTube trying to slow us down. You peep the blitz. YouTube trying to shadow ban the noties. If you're not ever getting the notifications for my lives, it's for two reasons. One, It's YouTube trying to shadow ban the money. Yeah, they do that. And when they do that, all you got to do is cut your noties off, cut your noties right back on, and then make sure you go into your phone settings and make sure your YouTube notifications is on. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. They try to be goofy with the lives. They know I'm fucking them up right now. That's what it is. If I could see the YouTube, they could see it. YouTube like, oh nah, this nigga wildin'. Nah, cut them notifications down a little bit. A couple of niggas gonna have to miss some of these lives. YouTube on me, y'all. Okay, bros. Ew, bros did a live stream last night. 674 views. Impressive. You know we go live in the morning. Just check your subscription in the AM type shit. Yeah, YouTube get real funny. And make sure you turn the bell on. You know, good morning and don't say it while you yawning. Look at this, y'all. I just got to show you something because it's so sexy on the channel. I can't lie to you, bruh. Look at that bitch just sitting there like we own it. Oh, we do. Yeah. You know, look at this motherfucker just sitting there waiting to be dropped. Ain't that crazy? First of all, we're going to get into the Bergs episode 1 season premiere was fire. Look at Chilla and Rosenberg Raw just sitting on the channel. Hold on. Is that FrozenbergTV? Yeah, it looked like about it to me. It looked about right to me. Ooh. Come on, man. I don't know when they was going to drop this battle. I know they were going to, but I don't know when. They're still dropping battles from Exodus, the New York event. Right? They still dropping battles from Exodus. Let me tell you why this is so important. First things first. It cost a lot of money, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. It cost some bread. It did. And it was well worth it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'll be forgetting to get this up. Hold on. One more thing. Let me get the goal right. Okay. It cost some bread. I'm not gonna lie. It cost some bread. But I feel like ownership and lifetime ownership is worth it. Right? I also feel like it's a big step for me. But it's a big step for battle rappers moving forward if you want to negotiate shit like that. Like I'm revamping the whole thing. I don't know if I'll ever battle on another league again. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole Froze chill. We just got one. Nah, hear me out. I'm gonna start booking my own battles here. We've already talked about it, but looking at things how I look at it now, ownership and how many views are going up on other channels and how long these views are generating for these people and how much money they're able to make off of 8, 9, 10-year-old battles. You can't put a price on that, right? You can't put a price on that. But I think that, you know, moving forward, when a league calls me, I'm going to tell them I don't want a lot of money up front. Nah, I'm actually off that. Yeah. You can keep your 5,000. Keep your 4,500. I'm cool. Give me 1,500. You keep your live pay-per-view, and I want my battle, and I upload it on my channel. How many people aren't going to do that is a lot. But selling me with a little $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 now. Don't move, Froze. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can't hustle me with a little deposit that you trying to throw out today. That shit might work for Walker, but it ain't gonna work. Well, he don't get no deposits. But you get what I'm saying? That shit might work for somebody who only getting $500, $600. If that $1,000, $1,500, they need that little 500. I've been there. I ain't shitting on them. I've been there. A lot of my career was like that. Yeah. Come on, I want 4,000, but you gonna send me 1,000 right now? All right, cool. I'll take 2,500. Fuck it. I've been there. For sure, I've been there. I'm not moved by deposits in person anymore. Y'all can have that shit. You want Froze to battle, be ready for me to ask for my footage. That's the first thing I'm gonna ask for. How much you want to give me? Froze, we was thinking about $5,000. You know, niggas say that like it's a big chunk of money. It's not. But, you know, we got $5,000. Cool. Nah, I'm cool. Give me $1,500 and I want my battle. Right? You guys can have the pay-per-view. Obviously, you're selling the pay-per-view. I want my battle, though. Now, every battler is not going to be able to do that, right? But they need to give you $17,000 up front and the residuals. $17,000 up front will make me say, all right, you can have the battle. You know what I'm saying? So what if both battlers want the battle? Big visuals, great question. We don't get a battle. We don't get a battle. That's a deal breaker. That would be a deal breaker. If he's arguing for the footage and I want the footage, it'll be a deal breaker. Top of the morning. Congrats on you getting your masters. You on a different level now. Not just any rapper can do that. By the way, the Bergs was amazing. I'm so glad y'all fucking y'all enjoyed that, man. We got the we got the gay doctor episode that's coming out next. Just so y'all know. That's episode 2. Pardon me. That's episode 2. Gay doctor. We working on the John Wick joint, so what if you can get the footage, but they offer $10K? That's the point. Now you thinking, Swish. Now you thinking. The point is, if you're not gonna give me the battle, I need more money. You know, that's my mindset. Most leagues are not gonna want to give their battle up. Okay, cool. I want the battle too. I can't have it. All right, well that 5,000 need to be 10,000, right? So. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at things differently. but the truth of the matter is, them giving me a battle that's unreleased is heavy. You know what I mean? Them giving me a battle that's unreleased is heavy. Are we getting into the URL volume card? Ooh, I forgot about that. All right, hold on. What volume is it? Volume what? Tay-Rock Ill Will rematch. Dogfight. A-War Fonz. A-War by a lot. Good battle. Rum Nitty Mike P. Come on, Mikey. I'm rooting for you. Swamp versus Kid Slade. Please kill this nigga, Swamp. Can't stand Kid Slade. Old Red versus Jack Boy Man. Yeah, Red. Yeah, Red. Chef Trez versus Eunice. Get him, Trez. Nigga think he a superstar already. Get him. I like this card. Damn, this is a good-ass card. This is a good-ass volume. Dropping exclusively on the app. Oh, this isn't pay-per-view? No, I don't. I'm cool. Good card. Shout out to the URL. Fire card. I don't mean to be the Debbie Downer, y'all, but... Like no live stream, no pay-per-view. All right, cool. I'm cool. Y'all let me know how them battles go. I'll get around to that shit when I get around to it. I can't stand that shit, bro. Nah, no pay-per-view was kind of just blew my whole ticket. Oh my God. Like, I just got so excited to be knocked back down. You know what I mean? I just got excited to get knocked back down. Nah, I'm cool. Did we talk about Chess versus A-Ward? That's not on, hold on. That's not on volume. A-Ward versus Chess. I thought that was on, ain't that on Cal League? Is that on Cal League? Right? Ain't that on Cal League? T-top card. Yeah, I know, Saga. Like, come on, bro. Cut me a fucking break. The Bergs is fired. Thank you. J44 sent the membership. Pretty Roster sent 5 memberships. Ooh, we sending out memberships today. I love it. They could have done the pay-per-view right from the URL app. I don't understand it anymore. I don't get it. I'm not going to judge because I don't know what their capabilities is. I know they don't have the big caffeine sponsor no more, so I don't know how much money it goes into actually streaming on their URL TV app. I kind of feel like they did it a time or two, and it was a choppy stream, wasn't really good quality, if I remember right. I don't remember if they've had a smooth event running strictly off the app. I don't remember, not sure. But yeah, like, come on, man. It's Tay Rock versus Ill Will. This card doesn't make me want to subscribe to the app. It doesn't. But man, I'm just speaking for myself. This card don't make me want to subscribe to the app. You know what it makes me want to do? Get on the app and buy the pay-per-view. And then, if I fuck with the card and I enjoy the card, and knowing they got something coming right behind it, not that long away, that's the type of shit that makes me subscribe. Or you know what? Let me get this. Let me get this. You know what I mean? And get your money, URL. I ain't trying to shit on it. But like, you putting a card up like this does not make me want to get the app. It actually makes me want to do the opposite. It reminds me of why I don't have the app. Right? We put a card together like this. Is it a pay-per-view? Is it not? Sometimes they do shit like this and it do be a pay-per-view. And it's like, yo, who put these fucking flyers together? Why couldn't you just say pay-per-view exclusively on the app? I don't know. I'm just a battle rap fan that's not excited that I can't see Tay Rock versus Ill Will live. I can't say A War versus Fonz, Mike Fee versus Rum Nitty live. I just want to see it live. So, I don't know. But this is the problem with battle rap. This is one of the problems with battle rap. Shit like this, the service that we're getting. It ain't just a URL thing. It's a battle rap thing. You know what I mean? If niggas is willing to buy the pay-per-view. See, I think pay-per-view and subscription is two different payments. It's easy for you to think, well, but it's only $8. Yeah, but $8 don't get you the pay-per-view, though. You understand what I'm saying? We was just talking about the replay of battle rap being down. So for me, it's like, if I can barely get through one battle, what makes you think I'm going to watch the same battle 3 fucking times? Right? So, paying $8 for the app to get the battles dropped at their discretion rather than paying $50 to see the card in its entirety is two different purchase points. Cool, you spent your $8, you an app member, but guess what? You still got to buy the pay-per-view like we do if it's available. All right, you get a little $10 discount, cool. It's not free if you have the app. No, I remember, I feel like I kind of remember if you had the app, it was like a cheaper price before. I could be wrong. I don't remember vividly. But bring something to the app you can't see on YouTube besides the hottest battle rappers. That's what I'm saying. Like, so, I mean, listen, man, it's a solid card. Shout out to all these brothers on this card and good luck with the event. Just from a consumer standpoint, from a viewer, it's just a little upsetting we can't watch it live. Feel like they're trying to navigate the bootleg and still everybody open about it. So if you remember, I loved when they were doing the joint where they were putting people's phone numbers on the screen. So if you bought the pay-per-view, your phone number was floating around on the screen. So if you was trying to stream it, we'd have your number could track you. I thought that was a good idea. You know, I thought that was a good idea. That way you could just track whoever, you know what I mean? I guess you could just use a dummy number to sign up for the event. It's hard to promo this shit for the culture. Yeah, listen, we're in a time now where nobody give a fuck. They had people's addresses and IP usernames floating across the screen. Yeah, Mike thought that was a good idea. It was bad. It was bad, Inquis. You're lying. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think URL is working off reputation. They're past the grind, right? It wasn't that they were just the biggest platform. They outgrinded everybody. They're not outgrinding anybody at this point, right? And now it's like they're living off the reputation and shit like that. I don't think the URL staff have the same incentive as they used to have, which is okay because I think the market value has just changed. The app is probably the most lucrative thing for them. You know what I mean? So, you know, they're just not, they don't have the same incentive to dominate battle rap like they used to. You know, they don't want to dominate it anymore. Is it even worth dominating? You know, there's no competition that's keeping them on their toes, that's making them feel like they got to be outside, like they got to be creative, like they got to be innovative. There's nobody doing that. RBE's job was that, and they're not here anymore. And they never gave a fuck about King of the Dot or any other league or Grind Time. They never viewed them as threats. They always felt like that was white boy battle rap. Respectfully, your friends won't tell you Frozen will. That's how URL viewed it. The fucking pop, that's pop music battle rap. That ain't the world most respected. Can't copy respect. You know what I'm saying? So they never viewed them as a threat. No matter how many views they were getting, they just never felt like they were attacking the same audience. Problem with RBE is they were not only attacking the same audience, they were recycling, rewashing, and rebranding rejects from URL. Very tough to do. But they found a niche for it. Very successful at doing that. Taking failures, rejects, and guys that had bad experiences or just had fallouts with URL, taking them, rebranding them, pushing them to the people. Once they were able to take throwaways from URL and create, you know, viewership off of them, they became competition. They became competition. And that alone, even if you felt like RBE was never better than URL, URL had their eye on them. URL at least heard the noise they were making. They could tell Adam had the bread. And the competition was on. And guess who benefited from that competition? The fans. The fans. One thing that was different between RBE and URL, RBE wasn't scared to make the, yo, what the fuck is this matchup? They were never scared to do that. Rosenberg Raw versus Big K versus Murder Mook. What the fuck? URL would have never booked no shit like that. JC versus Craig Lamar. Who the fuck said do that? Right? They matchups make the fights. They weren't tier matching. You know? So when you take that away, and in your URL, and it's like, oh shit, we don't have nobody in our rearview mirror. Hey, slow this bitch down a little bit. Yeah. Cut costs. Yeah, we're going to start shaving some of the fat off. Yeah. We'll run about 2-3 events a year if we feel like it. You know? JC looking crazy out here. What did I miss about the JC thing? What did I miss? What joke did I miss? Was it that Verb said somebody was, you know, playing in this situation or something like that? No, did he? Somebody was had him on the edge of the bed or something like that? I have to train the battle rap community to spend and support our ecosystem. Yeah, didn't somebody say some freaky shit about JC? Was that Verb? Was that Verb? Yeah, all yesterday I was seeing people pray for JC, pray for JC. I'm waiting on the next Berg show. I will enjoy this one. They're not quick. Salute to the ozone. Much love, Brody. They're not quick. So when I got off the live yesterday, I got on the phone with TBL. You guys want to hear the story? So I got on the phone with TBL. This is like my third, fourth time trying to get this battle. Beautiful thing about this is I knew this wasn't a hot drop for them. Right? Like, I don't think Chilla is malpractice or anything, but I don't think Chilla really gave a fuck when this battle dropped. I get it. You know? I don't think he cared when it dropped. Like, if this shit dropped last, that's what it is. Right? So, you know, when I reached out to him, we never got to the money part. You know what I mean? You got to understand. Some people, they made you buy it back. It's not my footage yet. It's not my footage. They paid me thousands and thousands of dollars. They paid Chilla thousands and thousands of dollars. They paid everybody else on the card money, right? This battle probably cost $12,000. Not to mention whatever money they would have been able to recoup if they drop it on YouTube whenever they decided to drop it. So I start working my negotiating skills. I'm like, okay, first person to say a number, lose. But that's the problem, though. Every time I got Kenny to think about it, we didn't get to the number, and he was able to wiggle away from it like no Diddy. So he like, you know what? Give me an hour. Let me think about a number, and I'll call you back. So when he told me, let me think about a number, that's a yes to me. I didn't care what the number was. We figure that out when we get there. That's a yes to me. Let me figure out a number. So before he hit me back, I shot a number. Yeah. I said, how about this? And he texted me back the like 4 M's, like, with like 3 dots. And before he could be like, no, I said, and I'll give you a free battle. He wrote me back. Now you talking. He says, scratch the free battle because I'm going to still have to pay your opponent. Give me 2 commentary gigs on the house. It's a deal. This number and 2, got a deal. Sent that bitch over 2 hours later. I'm sitting at my computer, staring at the file for an hour. Got the money to him. Hey, how soon can you get the money? Check your phone, nigga. That's how soon. How soon can you get me the money, Froze? As soon as you look down and check your phone. It's there. It's there. Bro's talking about wait till we get to tomorrow to upload it. No, I'm not waiting for shit. Something might happen. The world might end tomorrow. We got to upload it now. I couldn't sleep. I was so happy, man. I felt so accomplished, bro. I can't lie. No YouTube channel, no reason to buy the battle. No motion on YouTube, no reason to buy the battle. No money, no reason to buy the battle, right? All this shit, you guys made all this shit happen since the day I got fired. I ain't stopped pulling up for the live and y'all ain't stopped showing up. The donations, the super chats, the views, the like button, the subscriptions, all that shit makes this shit go. All of it. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying shit like the Bergs. I see people saying Froze, the Bergs gonna need their own YouTube channel. Maybe, but maybe not. This is called FrozenbergTv. I look at this shit like a TV station. You might see a super stream. You might see a cartoon. You might see a live stream podcast. You might see you know what I mean? You might see a music video. I look at this shit like a network, not just a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Trying to create a cable television station here. We in the early days of our bar stool. You know, 3-4 years from now, I expect to be somewhere way different. And I expect to be talking to y'all about where we were today. And how we was buying battles and shit. And now we in a way different, you know, but we gonna lock in. And I'm telling y'all, the motivation y'all gave me to get back to go get this battle was totally y'all. Nah, Froze, go try again. Nah, Froze, go try again. That was thorough. All right. You know what? Let's do this, y'all. For anybody who didn't see it. Y'all want to watch the Bergs? Only 9 minutes. So, I got you. Yes. So, yes. First of all, it was like the Mortal Kombat Final Fight level, difficult, or playing a game on Hall of Fame on 2K with the Wizards and going against like the fucking classic all-time Lakers. Difficult to get babysitters. We made it happen though. We were supposed to go out on Friday. We ended up switching it to Saturday because we got some extended time. So I do a live with y'all, and I told y'all about the date night later on that night. I still didn't know really where we were going at that time. I was still trying to put this shit together. I get a text like, yo, I ain't really trying to, you know, step in your business and all that, good brother. You know, but I heard you got date night with the wife. You know, I own a 5-star steakhouse. You know, I try to be cool. Nah, bro, I appreciate that, man. I'm thank you. He like, nah, listen, Froze, it's on the house. Everything on the house. Just tip your waiter. So, you know, motherfucker start fumbling his phone and shit. I said, 5-star steakhouse. Motherfucking shrimp cocktail, $77? Sound about 5-star to me. So now I start spicing shit up at the crib. Hey, how you dressing, babe? You know, mid-casual, you know, dress down.
You know, like, we're going out.
Like to an upscale place? She was like,
No.
I'm like, all right, you got something for that, don't you? She was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, bet. Wear it. Pull it out, get to the closet, top shelf, the best fucking dress she got. Let's do it. Let's go have ourselves a time. We going to see, like, where are we going? No, I don't want to know. You know, girls get excited and shit. She's striking on her phone. Oh my God, girl, I get that. I'm ready to go take a nap and shit. I hear her on the phone. Oh, I get to wear this dress. I've been waiting to wear this dress. I can't wait to wear this dress. I needed a little nap. I oversleep about 15 minutes. So now I'm up scrambling. Finally get it together. I go downstairs. She like, I'm ready to go because I don't have the shoes that I want for this dress. First of all, she don't even got the dress on. That was the first. I'm like, well, fuck. I mean, she was wearing a nice dress. She look nice, babe. Don't look like the nice dress to me, but looks nice. I already know Night fucked up. I'm bitching. I'm making little dumbass little comments under my breath and shit like that. You might as well just start looking somewhere else. We ain't gonna make it. It's cool.
We're gonna be fine. I'm gonna go in there and find shoes really quick.
There's no finding shoes really quick. You're just so sure that it's not busy.
It's not busy. It's Saturday. It's 7-something. It's not busy.
How are you so sure that it's not busy? We're not there. It's not busy. Okay, cool. It wasn't busy. So here's the funny part. I do not remember in the story if I told y'all we went to DSW. That's exactly where we went. Also, this warehouse, this parking mall, this shopping mall, this looks identical to the DSW that we went to. This is exactly how the mall is structured. How accurate he gets with these fucking things, it's spooky. Nobody was in this motherfucking shoe store. She came in about 20 minutes. So when she came out 20 minutes earlier than I expected, you know, I got a little juice going. I'm like, oh, all right, babe, we might actually make it and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm on the turnpike. We flew. You know, I got that true folk can't say you from the foes. I'm driving 90. Did you see that on day? You know, NASCAR. Dale Earnhardt Jr. We're getting there. So we get up to the telly. Boom. She takes about 20, 25 minutes. She was already make-upped up and everything. Aaron's was cool. She came out looking stunning, you know. This was very close to the dress she had on, too. This is like very similar to the boots and outfit she had on. Very similar. I type in the steakhouse. Let me show you how lucky we got. This was not on purpose. I Google the steakhouse, and we are 2 minutes from it. 2 minutes. I refreshed my page like 45 times. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with my phone? It says the steakhouse is 2 minutes from here. So she like,
how far are we?
Like 20 minutes. We're gonna make it. So I'll bang a left. I mean, I got the shit up to 40 and I was banging a right. Now, the cool thing about this fucking steakhouse is it was in the middle of nowhere. So, you know, we pull in and shit. I get out. I run around the car and shit. Do a little two-step and shit. Open the door, you know.
Yeah, that's literally my little
pull in and shit. I get out. I run around the car and shit. Do a little two-step and shit. Open the door, you know. The door regular Mando shit. So, you know, we get in the building and it's this little white girl and shit. She the hostess and shit. She's like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, I got a reservation for Kyle. She said, absolutely. Let me make sure your reservation for. These is really, really, really close. All right, real quick. Like I don't know how Biggs got that right. You know, like Biggs on some spooky shit now. How you get the animated Yitty size, gang? I never told you the size. Ain't nobody ever tell you the size of them Jones. The fuck, you getting a little too accurate, Biggs. Kyle, she said, absolutely. Let me make sure your table's ready. Follow me. All right, cool. We start going all types down hallways and shit. We banging left, banging right. I swore we banged the Yui after the third right, and I didn't know where the fuck we was walking. I thought I done walked this into a trap. I done told the wrong person SMD online. He got me and my lady here. I start getting nervous and shit. I'd never seen a place like this. You know what I'm saying? We get to the back. We get to this back room, and it's all these cloth tables and shit. They walk us up to the joint, fucking candles lit, all types of shit. I mean, it was nice, bro. So I'm like, yeah, this is what I do. I'm walking behind her. This is what the fuck I do. Oh my God, babe, this is so pretty. I know. I like pull the seat open and shit. We sit down and shit. Young boy come over.
I'm chirping. I said, I know, I love you.
All these cloth tables and shit. They walk us up to the joint, fucking candles lit, all types of shit. I mean, it was nice, bro. So I'm like, yeah, this is what I do. I'm walking behind her. This is what the fuck I do. Oh my God, babe, this is so pretty. I know. Like, pull the seat open and shit. We sit down and shit. Young boy come over. He got the clearest fucking water. He pouring this shit out of a hot lava lamp, but it's cold. You know? And the clearest, I mean, these cups look like they was made out of moissanite diamonds. You know, fucking moissanite cups to drink this water out of. No straw. My man's told me, he said, yo, get there, your host, his name Josh. That's who gonna be taking care of you. His name Josh. So the little white boy come over and he pouring water in our cups and shit. And I'm, you know, I don't see no name tag. He dropped the menu down. I see a little shrimp, little 12 pieces of shrimp, you know, $77. It say jumbo shrimps. I'm like, well, how fucking jumbo is we talking? You know, $77 for 12 shrimp is crazy. This shit, I'm telling you, this better be the size of a fucking dolphin. You better bring this shrimp out like this. It gotta be 2 arms and shit. I should need a fork and knife for this fucking shrimp, for this price. So I checked my phone and shit. Yo, don't be shy, bro. Everything on the house, he said, we close at 9, but they gonna stay there until you and your lady done. You're good. Like, yeah, I get another text. Hey, that go for alcohol, anything. You gonna see some high price shit on this menu, bro. Order whatever you want. Run the bill up. Like, run the bill up. So little white boy come back and shit. He start bringing little ciabatta bread slices and shit, warm with some high class butter and shit. I said, is Josh here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Josh will be taking care of you today.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm looking for him. Where he at? I'm telling you, this motherfucker come walking out through the curtains and shit looking like Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, motherfucker had hair, sunshine from Remember the Titans. This motherfucker had gold locked hair, you know, down this shit. I swear when he came walking out and shit, it went in slow-mo. Motherfucker start walking in slow-mo to the table and shit. I'm talking about James fucking Bond. Knew everything. Now look, wifey had a nice dress on and shit. Yitties and cleavage was on a bean, but I felt like I caught him, you know, peeking a couple times. I couldn't be sure too, cause he's standing and she's sitting down, so it might just look like he was looking at her yitties and shit. He walk away, she's talking about, he is nice. Yeah, how nice. This place is so special. Hold on, cause I'm fucking giving him all these fucking compliments and shit. He look at your titties again, I'm gonna beat him the fuck up right now. I don't care how I'm ruin everything. She talking about,
Stop. I'm just playing.
I'm just playing. A little bit. You know. Now you need to give the nigga compliments. He just walked to our table in slow-mo in 0.5 speed. How nice is he? Motherfucker walked out looking like Elvis. But I'm talking about when, you know, before the drugs. So we start ordering shit. Boom. Now I get these jumbo ass shrimp. Oh my goodness. These weren't the size of dolphins. These were the size of blue fucking whales. I couldn't believe this shit, you know? So we looking at the menu. She start ordering drinks and shit. I already know where the night going now. I mean, we getting pictures. She on the phone making sure her hair nice still and shit. I'm like, yeah, nigga, fuck you talking about. Even the soup was upscale. Some fucking soup. She got the little French onion. Bring me the clam chowder and shit like that. Boom, you know what I'm saying? Fire, stellar. I go with the surf and turf. When we order, he like, would you like your steak butterfly? No, I'm a steak guy. I'm like, butterfly? Like, what you mean, like a fucking shrimp? Like how you butterfly fry shrimp? And he's like, well, no. What we do is we cut a slit in the side of the steak because it's a premium thick cut, and we don't want to burn the outside trying to get your steak, you know, medium well or well done. I said, yeah, butterfly that shit. Yeah, I don't want no hard, crunchy ass steak. Make sure you put the butterfly on that. Yeah. Garlic whipped mashed potatoes, all that shit, right? A little Caesar salad, lobster tail. So he bring out the fucking lobster tail. This shit was bigger than a tow truck. The motherfuckers start beep. I'm telling you. Yeah, it was so special, man. What a nice place. She had such a great time, man. And then we got back to the telly and I put up a triple-double, y'all. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I had a big game. Saturday night, I had a big game, y'all. I can't lie to you. I was clicking on all cylinders. I got out the gate early. I started with a few mid-range jumpers, got them to fall. A couple early fouls, got to the line early. You know what I mean? And then, the second quarter, I was facilitating a little bit, got my teammates involved. But, I still made sure I was getting some shots up. Second half, started like the first quarter, hit a couple big threes, and then by the fourth quarter, I was,
Nah, second half started like the first quarter. It's crazy, guys. Niggas started giving a full ESPN breakdown or I was clapping buns.
And then we got back to the telly and I put up a triple-double, y'all. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I had a big game. Saturday night, I had a big game, y'all. I can't lie to you. I was clicking on all cylinders. I got out the gate early. I started with a few mid. I can't lie to you.
Look at the sweat. Look at the sweat at the press conference, guys. It's just little details like that that's funny to me, cuz I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, the nigga's sweating too.
I was clicking on all cylinders. I got out the gate early. I had, I started with a few mid-range jumpers, got them to fall. A couple early fouls, got to the line early. You know what I mean? And then, the second quarter, I was facilitating a little bit, got my teammates involved. But I still made sure I was getting some shots up. Second half started like the first quarter. Hit a couple big threes, and then by the fourth quarter, I was closing the show. Big game on Saturday. Oh, they'll remember that one. Nah, they'll remember that one. It's crazy, guys. Yeah, that was how he peeped that on the original trap. I said big game on Saturday. They'll remember that one. Like, what the fuck do I be talking? I was closing the show. Big game on Saturday. Oh, they'll remember that one. Nah, they'll remember that one. Is crazy. What a fire season premiere, y'all. Oh my God, bro. Okay, let's do this. Y'all. All right, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Everybody do me a favor, man. Go to the video and hit the hype button. The video link is in the chat. Go to the video, hit the hype button for me. It really does a lot, especially when you're doing different content. So YouTube, they algorithm your channel. So when you talk about battle rap and you're in the same realm, they push your shit in that algorithm. And then if you drop something like a sports show, they don't push that. It just like kind of gets shadow banned. So when you do, like, this is a cartoon. This has nothing to do with battle rap. So the viewerships and the push from YouTube go down. So that hype button is big because it's telling YouTube that the people that are watching this really like it. So they'll push it. So if you could just go hit the hype button for me on the comment section on the video, that'd be big. That'd be big. Where's the hype button again? Right where the comments are. So if you type a video on your phone and then when you go down to the comments, there'll be dots and you can usually slide it over. You can go see the live reaction chat where when we did the premiere and the live chat, they got that. Then they got the YouTube comments. Then they got the hype. It's all there. 790 hype points. You get them for free. Thank you. You can hit the hype 3 times. Hype that motherfucker. You feel me? Hype that. Hit the button for me. We got the Gay Doctor episode 2. We got the Iverson episode, I think, coming at episode 3, I believe. So these aren't fast. They're not fast to make. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like we're trying to get out once a week, hopefully. Late in the live, I fuck with the zone. Maybe you could set up a partnership with TBL where they pay you a percentage of your op and pay to keep the footage. Let me get the John Wick story next. Got you. I'm reading my supers, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Froze, what's the name of the restaurant? 7-Star Steakhouse. Nigga want to Google it to see if it looked like I said it was. 7-Star Steakhouse. So if you're in the PA area, it's in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. So if you in PA, you've heard of Phoenixville. It's out there. You want to take? I ain't gonna hold you. Ralph not paying for your meal. Ralph not. So you go in there with $500. What did you tip? I tipped him a bean. I tipped him $100. Left him $100. Let me know, chat. Was that a solid, John? 7 stars in. My bad, Primo. Ralph, what was the final bill number? Because we ain't go crazy. You could put it in the chat, Ralph. What was the bill number for me and my ladies, my meal? Ralph would know. Ralph, so I'll tell you right now, whatever the bill was, and then, we did, yeah, that's about right. I just hyped that John 3 times. Thank you. How much was your bill? I don't know. Never saw it. At least $100 at a steakhouse where the final bill is $500. That sounds fair. Yep, I did all my hype points. What's up, Ralph? What was the bill, nigga? The fuck? I want to know what the bill was. I think he might have told me that the next night. He said we ain't go crazy. So, I took care of him. $380. The bill was $380. That wasn't bad. Everything we got, $380. Left him a bean. Okay, I took care of him. I took care of him. All right, that's a bet. Just hyped the first episode. Thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. Nah. I'll tell you what. 25% tip, not bad. Okay, all right. I ain't doing dirty. Okay. 3-1. 3-1. The live be at 1K before 11:30. I don't know what he's saying. The live already at 1K. We at 1,300, Brody. 380. Nah, you want full conservative. Nah, all right. So listen, we got 2 orders of shrimp cocktail, right? Like I told y'all, 2 orders of shrimp cocktail. Then we got the soups, right? And then I got the surf and turf. And then she got the full lobster tail platter where they brought her out like 4 lobster tails. We classy, y'all. And then we got some alcohol. We classy. We ain't take advantage type people. He told us, he said, man, you was too nice in there. You know, so, but we were full. We were satisfied. We were taking food to go. What Primo Ralph won't tell y'all was the fucking plates was the size of Iron Man, Captain America's shield. Yeah, like they delivering food on a plate that's the size of a fucking hockey rink. You know what I mean? What's it? 7 stars in. 7 stars in. Phoenixville, PA. Real quick, while we talking about Primo Ralph. Frozy, hey, you in the southeastern PA area, got an event coming up, little baby shower, sweet 16, B-Day party, even a family reunion, hit up my good friends at Primo Hoagies, and they'll take care of you. I guarantee satisfaction with the best sandwiches in the area. Hit up these 2 locations, 904 Chester Pike, Prospect Park, PA, 1149 Westchester Pike, Westchester, PA. Don't just visit them for lunch. Let them cater your next event. Remember, it's not a hoagie, it's a Primo. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. And while we're talking about Primo Ralph and Biggs, so let me just tell y'all a little bit about these 2 fellas, right? So Ralph is our biggest sponsor on the channel, right? He does a lot of shit other than just pay me to run commercials. So, you know, those 2 dudes have been really clutch since I met them. Super solid dudes, believe in what I'm doing. Biggs is the cartoon creator. They both be in the chat all the time. Primo Ralph, you see his name, and then Biggs, that's who creates the cartoon. The Bergs takes my stories, chops them up, and he adds the animation to it. Both of them brothers helped me purchase Rosenberg Raw versus Chilla Jones. Both of them. I don't even know if they wanted me to put that out there, but I felt like I needed to let my chat know what type time these brothers be on. Right? The moment I was able to obtain a price to get the footage, I got on the phone with both of them, and neither one of them had no Froze. What you need? Come get it. Yeah, we need that. We the Frozen. We get in the battle. Yeah, come get it. So both of them brothers are major to our channel. You know what I mean? And they put their money where their mouth at, no diddy. And they have showed me more than enough signs that they support what I'm doing and they believe in what I'm doing. So shout out to Biggs and Primo Ralph, bro. Them 2 niggas is clutch. They don't even know each other and they Shaq and Kobe right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's love. That's love. I appreciate both them brothers and shit, man. You know, and when we take this channel to where we taking it, they gonna be cool. They gonna be cool. Niggas don't have to never do nothing for me again. They done enough. You know what I mean? Set up super chat for them. Okay, no. If y'all set up super chat for them, anything you want to send to Biggs and Ralph, the YouTube would take half of it. So if you want to donate some money back for that fucking Chilla Jones battle that we paid for, which I would greatly appreciate, the Cash App is right to the top. YouTube don't get to take that. So if you want to donate, especially, and make sure you put if it's for Ralph and Ralph and Biggs for sure in the notes. But the Cash App is pinned to the top. Yeah, don't give YouTube their money. YouTube didn't help acquire Chilla Jones versus Rosenberg Raw. They didn't. YouTube had nothing to do with that. They don't get no bread. They don't get none of our bread. None of it. You know? If you super, I want it to be support. Questions, Shit like that. You mean show me some love, ask your question and shit like that. But if you want to donate, try not to use the super chat. And I mean that respectfully. I don't want to sound ungrateful or anything. I'm definitely just trying to give y'all an idea of how it works. Super stream for sure. Oh, I think I'm going to end up doing a show at one of Ralph's locations coming up in the next couple weeks. Super stream for them while we watching the battle. 8 p.m. tonight, Froze. Yeah, 8 p.m. But there is a way to see it sooner. It's tough, but there is a way we could see it sooner. We could drop it right after this live. There's a catch. I think we acquired the battle last night. So dropping it today at 8 o'clock, I'm not holding no footage. So I'm not hanging on to no footage. I got it yesterday. It's dropping tonight at 8. Bro's at 104, 1,004 subscribers. We get him to 1,500 subscribers. I know that's tough. Right? I know that's tough. But if we get him to 1,500, yeah, I'll drop that bitch right after the show. I'll drop that bitch right after the show. You know? Just saying. I'm not hating, I swear. Don Curry, the chat saying Chilla vs. Fro is going to be 1 million views. Come on now, chat. So, chat, it don't got to do 1 million views. It could do 50,000. It could do 40. It could do 60. It could do 100. But it's ours. Think about that. It's ours. And that's what's important. That means every penny to every view is ours. I'll give you an example. This is my channel. 2 popular videos. Me cooking Easy up. Easy, who the fuck you talking to? I did 54,000 on that. Damn. Easy, this is the last time I'm going to say it. 40,000. A Vicky. 36,000. Tay-Rock, you want some weird shit. 25,000. Goods, why you disrespecting me? 24,000. Highest video we got is 54K. If Chilla Jones versus Rosenberg Raw just becomes the highest viewed video on this channel, I'd be satisfied. I'd be satisfied, right? So it's very, very important to understand that every single view that goes to Rosenberg Raw versus Chilla is ours. Now, what would you rather have? This is what you have to ask yourself. Shout out to A Book, 5 memberships. Okay, TJ, we know the culture. Big Ralph, Little Slick, Neek Minded. I think Joey Sativa, welcome. No, not Joey Sativa. He's already a member. Welcome to the zone, everybody. Your first one is free. Your second one is not. So, what would you rather have? A 70,000 view channel on your channel that you own, or 1 million views on somebody else's channel and you don't get a penny for it? You got to ask yourself that. I'd say give me the 70,000 on my channel. You know why? I've already did 1 million views on somebody else's channel. I know what that feels like. Give me the 70K. That's mine. Literally. Give me the 70K. You know? So it's just you got to understand the analytics and shit like that. I seen somebody saying, so Froze, you spitting 50-50 revenue with TBL? I am absolutely not. I'm the sole owner of this footage. It's all mine. Every bit of fucking ownership on this video is mine. I own it. Right? So you see what they do for views? Give me my 70,000 and my take home money. And now think about it. Yes, I bought the battle. Yes, I bought the battle. I obtained the rights. What did Vince McMahon say when he bought WCW? I own my competition. And I'm a Vince McMahon. I squeezed the life out of WCW. Pay for that shit, nigga. Hard cash. Hard cash. Let me get mine. I own WCW. All right? That's the type of shit I was on. You know? Thank you. Congrats to them for even doing that, for even considering it. They didn't have to. 1 million on another channel is good when you're coming up. 70K on your own channel is super lit. Very important. Is there soft cash? Yeah. Yeah, there's some soft cash. Hard cash a little different though. Got nothing but respect for a man that invests in himself. TBL doing something different out here. They some good brothers, man. They some good brothers. Now I tell you what, Kenny had me almost cause a problem. Kenny had me almost cause a problem. Not gonna lie to you. We strike the deal. I sent him half the bread because I had to run and go put the rest of the bread on. He started adding shit to the deal after I put some bread down. I said, well, hang on, Kenny. We cool, but we ain't that fucking cool. Come, hold up. We done shook hands and shit. Now you adding little terms and shit to the deal. Nah, I ain't feeling it. Matter of fact, where my shit at? Where my shit at? You over here adding shit like if I don't agree, you gonna take it, but not send my shit now. I start getting pressed for time. He talking about I got you 7 o'clock. I'm on my way to my daughter's school. For I don't listen. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, all right. Kids do come first most of the time, but I'm gonna let this one slide because I got kids. You know, I like the 8 p.m. drop, especially with it being a premiere. Oh, yeah, we doing it the right way. I don't want y'all to view watch. Who cares if this battle gets a lot of views? I don't think that's the point. If it gets a lot of views, good. I think the point is taking the next step in your branding career when you just been a battle rapper for 15 years. A lot of us have just been battle rappers. I wasted so much time. But the biggest crime to wasting time is to waste more, right? You can identify you wasted time. If you can continue to waste time after you identify that you're wasting time, you're really in the fucking way. You know, you're really in the way. So I was able to understand how much time I wasted 3 years ago when Easy gave me the motivation to start the channel. And I'll never take that from him. He would have never started it if it wasn't for me. That might be right. ARP was telling me for 3 years. I wasn't listening to him. But a Philly nigga that I'm actually chilling with, that I'm outside with, he told me. You know what I mean? So, wasting time. But it's never too late. It's never too late. And we picked it up right at the right time. Yeah. I'm like, Easy, you think you're going to be able to pay me for the first episode to Take This Walk With Me podcast? He said, no. I need you to get your old Joe and dickhead so we can, I all got to, because it's my little situation. Never too late. Never too late. I done figured some business shit out. I done figured out a lot of shit, and I'm just moving different now. You know what I'm saying? So, gotta respect it. Gotta respect it. Ooh, y'all see what time it is? It's 11 o'clock. Does anybody know what that means? Let me see how linked in we is, chat. It's 11 o'clock hour on the morning show. What does that mean? What does that mean? Whoever get it right first, free hoodie on Froze. Whoever get it right first, free hoodie on Froze. Come on, Tweet. Tweety crazy. Write me my free hoodie, Froze. Mm-hmm. She damn near a co-producer on the show and shit like that. You can't answer it, Tweet. It's the Zaza time. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Who was second after Tweety? I got Tweet. I'm sending you a shirt. Because I feel like you cheated, low key. Jose Soto. All right, I'm gonna send Tweet. I'm gonna send you a shirt. I'll send it for your son. And then Soto, if you just DM me your shit, I'll send you a hoodie out this week. Tweet ain't just gonna be up here hogging all the prizes. We ain't letting her get away with that shit. She damn near worked for FrozenbergTV. Froze, we need a story of your daughter in the back seat yesterday. Oh my God, Ralph. All right, so hold on. Let me get the Zah ready for this one. I got you. Hey, yo, bros, when this shit running out of lighter fluid, I want it refilled. I shouldn't have to jam my fucking finger to light the lighter like I'm playing basketball with a fucking 5 and below ball, and I didn't, you know what I'm saying? All right. So Ralph like, yo, how much they want for the battle? I'm like, this. He like, all right, bet. That's what I got, but you gotta come get it. So I'm like, all right, bet. Where you at? He like, meet me at the Prospect store. So I punched the little the GPS in. All right, pull a little 40 minutes. Shitty time of day, traffic. I ain't really trying to take the ride, but I ain't gonna hold you. Now I gotta get out this lazy mentality. Fuck it, Ralph. You want me to pull up the Primos? I'm on the way. So this could be deemed as greedy, taking advantage, or just a little bit of low awareness. But I tell him, I'm about to go pick up money from him. Listen, if I pull up to the Primos, I need a hoagie tray. So I'm looking back at the messages. Shit, I'm going regardless, but I'm looking at the joint. Hopefully he'd be like, yeah, I got you. He texts back. He don't text back, yeah or no. He texts back, all turkey? Yeah, all turkey. With all the trimmings. I have it for you by the time you get here. Come on, baby, we out. Big mistake I made. I looked at my one of my youngest daughters. She's not in school yet. And I said, hey, baby, you want to take a ride with daddy? She's like, yeah. Can we get milkshake? Yeah, we get milkshake. Can we get a toy? Yeah, we get a toy. Come on, we out. I forgot how this particular daughter is in cars. She gets car sick. So when we get on the highway, if we driving around the neighborhood, she good. But if we get on that highway, she start getting car sick. We get on the highway, and I had to go do something before I got on the highway. So when I got on the highway, I had to pass my crib's exit to keep going to head towards Ralph. I looked back and I asked her, I said, hey, you want me to drop you off and daddy get you to? No, I want to go with you. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. She gonna rock out with me. Bro, I get 20 minutes down the highway and shit. We about 14 minutes from Ralph, and I look in the mirror and shit, and she's sweating like she having an overdose in the backseat. And I'm like, baby, you okay? She like, no, my tummy hurt. And I'm like, no, don't, please. All right, look, take your seatbelt off, lay down. I can't. So as I'm reaching in the back, I'm Ray Killers. I'm swerving and shit, trying to reach in the back seat to get her fucking seatbelt off, because I'm just like, all right, maybe if I get the seatbelt off, she lay down, she be all right. So now I'm swerving through the lanes and shit, right, bang the fuck out. I finally get the seatbelt off, and before I could get the seatbelt off, she start vomiting everywhere. Now, here's the tough part. I felt so bad for her because we was now 15 minutes from Ralph and 35 minutes from the crib. I got to make a decision here. Do I bang the Yui right now and start heading home? Or do I sell this boat while it's fucking got holes in it? Sell the boat. I look back, I said, all right, baby, just don't move. All right, we're going to get there. We're going to clean it all the way the fuck up. I finally get the Ralphs and shit. So she's sitting there in 15 minutes and fucking throw up. You know what I mean? I felt so bad for her. So we get to the joint and shit. I'm like, all right, bet. I look back. She sleep. I'm like, no. I knew better. I forgot, y'all. So I walk in. Ralph all happy to fucking see me. Yo, what's up, Froz? I need some napkins and shit, bro. You got, you know. He's talking about, you good now? My daughter just threw up all over the fucking place and shit. I gotta clean it the fuck up and shit like that. Ralph took me to the back of the fucking Primos. We start getting towels, paper towels and shit. He gave me a Primo shirt for her and everything. I had to go wake her up, clean this shit up. You know what I mean? So she had to throw her jacket away, throw her shirt away, and, put her in the fucking Primo shirt. You know what I mean? So that now good for her is she was all throwed up. She was all throwed up out. So we ended up getting back to the crib, safe and secure. And it was a big mistake. I knew better. I knew I shouldn't have took her. I was sick when she started fucking throwing up. But we made it. And I told her, baby, we got to go get this Chilla Jones and Rosenberg Raw battle. We can't turn this plane around. I'm sorry. Cannot do it. Now, Daddy don't like you sitting like that, you know what I mean? But, we had a chance to go home. You don't like long car rides. We didn't explain this shit to you. Well, we got to go get this, though. We can't turn this shit around. Okay, Daddy. All right, then. And then we completed the mission. We got back, and guess what I did? I went right up to the CVS. Went right down into the toy section. I got her a squishy animal, and I got her the fucking baby doll. And we was good. Dad, where my milkshake? You don't get no fucking milkshake. You just threw up everywhere. You don't need no milkshake. You all right? Milkshake your ass in the room. I used to hate that shit. That's a 90s parents line right there. They don't say that shit like that no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't say that shit. No, you feel me? Do it all like Kenny already moving funny, baby girl. We got to move. Yeah, like I can't stand that shit. That's the shit that your parents used to say back in the day and shit. That's some 90s and 80s parents and shit. I'm thirsty. Yeah, thirsty your ass back in that room. It's bedtime. Can I have a cup of juice? I'm a cup of juice your ass in a minute. You don't get in that bedroom. Go ahead. See, nowadays, I'm like, pause, cup of juice my ass. Back then, it wasn't no pause. They used to love that shit. You feel me? Tell me, ain't none of y'all parents ever hit you with that shit? My auntie used to do this shit. I couldn't stand this shit. This used to make me regret going over to my cousin's crib every weekend and shit. We come downstairs, we thirsty. Kitchen closed, a boom bang. I remember the first time I heard it, I was like 5. I'm like, yo, I'm hungry. I'm sleeping over cousin's crib. Now, you know, auntie live in the project. She a single mom. She got 6 kids. It's fucked up over this joint. I can't lie. She's struggling. Uncle running in and out the house, selling crack and shit. I mean, typical projects in the late 90s. Whatever you think of project life in the late 90s, that's how we was living. All right. So, you know, we go over there and shit. Now, they live in North Hills projects, right? Infamous projects in Upper Dublin, Pennsylvania. Niggas gonna be like, Upper Dublin, yeah, you niggas don't get out nowhere. We lived in Norristown. So we 2 ghettos, but 2 different hoods. Why our ghetto was a little bit easier, right? It was a little bit easier to live with that. It's because it was only me and bros. We was fucked up too, but Mom Dukes was able to manage 2. Auntie had 6. It was different. So I'll never forget the first day she said it and shit. I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It's something to drink downstairs. Yo, some sugar water. Some sugar water. What the fuck is that? So you put water in a cup and then you put sugar in it and you stir it. I'm like, that's what you niggas is drinking? Yeah, that shit good. These niggas they done just you know, just went with it. At this point, they ain't even complaining no more. Sugar water sound like a treat to these little niggas. So I'm like, damn. All right, cool. Sugar water it is. I'm thirsty. That'll work. You know, fuck it. So we walk down the steps. You know, project steps. You can hear every fucking step. So as soon as we hit the top step, I hear, what? Who the fuck is that? Ain't nobody say nothing. I'm looking around. It's me, auntie. Who that, Kyle? What you want? So I walk down steps and shit. They all walking behind me slow and shit. And I'm like, well, you stop bitching. I didn't know these niggas get ass whoopings all crazy. So the bottom of the steps. And she's like, what you need? And I'm like, I'm thirsty. So all these niggas is on the steps and shit, hanging over the banister like they looking for the results or what's about to happen and shit. And I'm like, I'm thirsty. She said, what time is it? 9:15. And then jumping off a boom bang. So at this time, what the fuck do a boom bang mean? So I could now hear the steps creaking again and everybody walking back up the steps and shit like that. So she said, I said a boom bang. I mean, now at this point, I'm getting scared because I'm like, bitch, you want me to start doing push-ups or something? What the fuck does this? What does this mean? Like, what does this mean? She said, if I say it one more time, you gonna feel a boom bang. So like, yo, come on, bro, come upstairs. So I walk upstairs and I'm like, yo, why the fuck does she keep saying a boom bang? That mean get the fuck out our face. Get out our face. Nigga, I am thirsty. I would like a beverage. Nah, y'all got me chopped. I'm back down the steps. Hey, auntie, what's up with that water? They said there's some sugar water. You get some sugar water in the morning. Sugar water your ass back upstairs. The last time I tell you. Now look, this the 90s, y'all. There ain't no cell phones jumping off for no kids or nothing like that. You know? I'm searching through upstairs and shit. I'm just trying to find a walkie-talkie, a recon phone, a landline, something where I can call my mom and tell her I am in distress. Come get me. Yeah, I mean, I've requested some water. You know, life is just different. I have requested some water, and I have been denied it. I'm like, yo, I'm up there bitching and shit. Yo, I'm never sleeping over here again. I swear to God, y'all mom corny as shit. I'm never coming over here again. I'm never coming over here. Nah. Motherfuckers over here thirsty. Y'all are boom banging upstairs. Y'all don't even say shit. You know, now, this my dad's sister. She wasn't a white mom. I had a white mom. You know what I'm saying? White moms, you get away with a little bit more, lip when you talking back to a white mom. You know what I'm saying? You can make an extra comment or two before some shit start happening and shit like that. But them, I mean, these niggas had no kickback, no talk back, no nothing. What she said was what she said, sergeant shit. So I'm arguing with them. And y'all just letting her do the shit. They talking about, oh, she'll whoop all our ass. Jamie talking about is my little cousin. She'll beat my butt and I ain't even do nothing. So what you telling me she'll come in here and if he do something, all y'all getting y'all ass whooped, all these niggas start shaking their head like in unison. I'm like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. What do you mean? You getting your ass whooped and you ain't even do nothing? Yeah, one get our ass whooped, we all get our ass whooped. I couldn't process that. So I'm saying, so you could be minding your business. But Lil' cuz said, I could be sleep. Sleep? Mm-hmm. She come in here, she just starts swinging the belt. It don't really matter where it go. So I'm like, yo, y'all don't fight after that? Like, you ever get your ass whooped because of him? Yeah, yesterday. What happened? I whooped his ass when we got up here. Oh, all right, cool. All right, well, at least somebody doing some fucking ass whooping out here. I don't like these rules, and I done talked a lot more than I need to because I was thirsty 30 minutes ago. I'm going to fuck to bed. I'll be up at 6 o'clock. No bullshit. I rolled over like 5:30. I was all high the fuck up sleeping. I could hear her snoring from the top steps. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I tiptoed down every one of them steps, got to that phone, and I called my mom 7 times till she picked up. Finally, she picked up. Hello, come fucking get me, mom. Come get me. Come fucking get me. Who is this? It's me. Boy, you better watch it. No, come fucking get me. Come fucking get me. Now. Click. I get back to the steps. I hit the bottom step and the phone start ringing. She calling back. I done blew my cover. Auntie snores start getting lower and shit. She start moving. At each ring, her fucking, all her shit started just warming up and shit. Now, it's a little banister and shit. I'm laying down, fucking bear crawling up the steps and shit so she don't see me. Mom Dukes ain't get there till like 11:30. We done already had breakfast and shit. Sugar rice. It was tough in that job, man. I love them niggas for that, though. That's what made us close, those type stories and shit like that. I just couldn't process the getting your ass whooped for nothing around that joint. And the funny thing about that was I never stopped going back. I loved my cousins too much. You know what I mean? We had so much fun. It was 6 of them. You know what I mean? But parenting was different back then. You know what I mean? Parenting was different back then. Their mom was single. She was poor. And, angry. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, I remember when they started getting teenagers and shit, she was still on the same shit. And I love my auntie to death. She's not a bad person. Or nothing like that. I know sometimes we could tell stories where it sounds like somebody's a monster and shit like that, but she wasn't nothing. She wasn't nothing like that. But as they got older and shit, I used to remember that same ideology. One fuck up, can't nobody go out the crib. And as you start getting teenagers and shit, you start resenting that shit. So I remember the oldest, which was my oldest cousin and shit. Once he got 15, he used to just say, yo, the moment I turn 18, I'm out, bro. I'm talking about at midnight. And he was started saying that shit at 14, 15. Says, whatever, bro. That nigga wasn't lying, bro. He was not lying. Matter of fact, he dropped out of school, and I think he left when he was 17. I'm out. Moved down to the city and just started figuring it out. As the oldest, he used to get the shit under the stick the most. So his little brothers could fuck the whole crib up, piss mom off, and then she calling his name, and he the one running around cleaning this whole house behind these niggas, and ain't nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? So I used to feel bad for him and shit. You know what I mean? Like at 15, 16, we hitting chicks now. You know what I mean? Like we trying to get out there and get some yams. We got these little bitches up waiting for us up at the park. We ready to go into the woods, bend them over and send them over. You know the vibes. And So that, we want to go get high or something like that. Just shit that regular teenagers is doing. So mom telling you can't go out is way more of a big deal now than it was when we was kids. We'll find something to do up in this room. When you 15, 16, like that shit different. So I remember we'd be getting all dressed. She'll let him get dressed. I mean, he lotioning it up. Dirty ass nigga don't never put no lotion on and shit. I'm good. Yeah, you good. Yeah, you good? Nah, you good, bro. You fly as shit. All right, bet we out. Soon we hit the step. Who that? He'd say his name. Where you going? He'd walk in. Why you all dressed up? Oh, me, my name was Raw. Me and Raw ready to go to the park. Nah, you not going nowhere. Them dishes ain't done. Hey, Mom, I just cleaned the whole dishes yesterday. I haven't even eaten today. Yeah, you might as well get undressed. Yeah. Go get them dishes. And he'd be like, come on, man. Okay, yeah, well, since you had an attitude about that, when you done them dishes, come right back upstairs. You ain't going to fuck nowhere. I'm outside the room like, I fucking hate her. I hate her. You talking about, bro, I fucking hate this place, bro. I used to hate that shit, bro. Hate that shit. So when he got older, he slid. Never went back. That's my dog. No bullshit. I'm lipping, bro. I fucking hate her, bro. You ain't even do shit. Come on, let's run away. You want to run away? He like, and go where, dickhead? Yeah, good point. You can't come to my shit. My mom ain't gonna do shit but ride on you. Good shit. Go clean them dishes, nigga. I'll holler at you. I'm ready to go get some pussy. He's sick. Can you split the L? Yeah, I got you. Rolled a little blunt up, huh? Half the blunt, I'm out. I got yams to get. Just want to say salute to the zone, one of the best communities in and out of battle rap. Much love, Second Cone. He talking about run away and go where? I'm like, yeah, good point. All right, you might as well get to them dishes. I'm about to go meet up with them hoes we had scheduled to go see. Yeah. I don't got to clean dishes. A couple times I'd stay. If it crashed, it crashed. Not every time, though. And that specific story, I slid. I went to them woods and did what I said I was going to do. Shit, when you got a country mom, it was breakfast. Yeah, man, but that was fire, man. It was fire. Primo Ralph came right through yesterday. We pulled up, knocking back Primo hoagies all night. Moved in with Grandma Dukes and shit changed up. Yeah, so one thing about my grandmom is she used to whoop ass, but she never used to hit me in bros. Never. Like I said, I think I told y'all that story before. I never understood it back then. As I got older, I just think it was because, our skin color and we probably a bruise. But, man, I used to do shit that would get us all in trouble and shit. And then, everybody getting their ass whooped. And I'm just sitting around front row seat, VIP, watching it. And she used to make me watch them. She used to make us watch the ass whoopings and shit, too. You know what I mean? Never understood. Now, what I will say is, they'll argue this, but I knew my pop was for sure one of my grandma favorites. For sure. So I think that has something to do with it. Us being our pop kids, our moms being white, our skin color, and maybe not seeing us every single day like she saw them, because she lived in the projects maybe a quarter of a football field in the same development. She just lived across the grass. So it ain't take nothing but 40 steps to get from auntie crib to grandma crib. The worst part of that is grandma crib was on this side of the projects. Pop crib was like 12 doors down from hers. So there was 2 ass whooping locations you could get walked to. Right? There was 2 ass whooping Jones you could get walked to. It was either going to be a beeline to grandma crib or a beeline to pop crib. Either one of them was a bad John. Grandma used to whip your ass with a little bit of love, though. Pop used to just fuck shit up. Vietnam vet, alcoholic, full of pain, old school. I mean, he'll whoop your ass like you was a Vietnam prisoner of war. No bullshit. I used to you could hear his ass whoopings. You ain't even had to see him. You could hear him. He used to fuck my little cousins up. I used to treat them. I used to remember watching them walk down the yard to go to the crib and shit, and we'd be all in the window and shit. All right, which way they going and shit? And she beeline straight to pop up. Oh no, they taking in the pop up Frank crib. No, no, little nigga ain't gonna walk the same. I swear you could hear the ass whooping from across the projects, football field away, damn near. Nigga be swinging that motherfucking belt like Sammy Sosa in a 3-2 count with the game on the line. You know, grandma whip your ass and then talk you through it and shit and then make you pancakes afterwards. You know, I appreciate it, shit like that. At least you gonna make me watch their ass whip. The least you could do is whip up some fucking pancakes afterwards. That's thorough. You know, that's some thorough shit, grandma. You know, and as you know, go down, whoop your ass and go downstairs and pray about it too. She's a Christian woman. I mean, you know, devoted Christian, you know, read the Bible all day, shit like that. You know what I mean? Sit on that rocking chair. You know, the 90s old lady rocking chairs and shit, the little recliners and shit, just rock back and forth. Had some pastor shit on, read the Bible, come whip your ass and then catch the Holy Ghost in the living room. The most scariest shit you can imagine. Lady whoop your ass and then go start speaking in tongue. I'm telling you. Imagine getting your ass whooped as a kid and then hearing some preacher come over the TV and then hearing your grandma talk about oh, fuck shit. What? Used to put the heels on the project floor and shit. You could hear them clumping back and forth and she jumping up and down. Yes, Jesus. No, Jesus. She up here whooping ass. Who's she praying to? It can't be God. It can't be. I remember this one time and shit, me and my cousin Pootie and shit, we was up and we was rolling up this little bit of weed we stole from my uncle and shit in like composition paper. He didn't even smoke. He never even smoked and shit. And then I remember she came upstairs and shit and we had the door locked. Big no-no in my mom crib and shit like that. First of all, I don't even know how she got up the steps where we ain't even hear her, right? And then I hear the doorknob wiggle. And shit. And before I could start trying to like get the, you know, I hear the loud ass knock. Do. You know, I fumble the weed and shit. This shit go up in the air. Like LeBron James powder and shit. Open this dang door. So he go and open the door, but he taking too long and shit. So by the time he opened the door, she bust through the fucking door and shit. I'm standing like in front of the bud. The bud on the floor behind me. Sprinkled on the floor and shit. I mean, I'm talking about, you want to be as close to God? My fucking knees locked and I couldn't move. And I'm like, oh, please don't see this weed. Please don't see this weed. And she just heading the door. What y'all doing in here? Nothing, chilling. So why the door locked? That's a good question. I don't even know what. I didn't lock the door. I didn't even know the door locked. He said, so I forget some dumb shit he said. Like, he must have locked. He could stutter. Almost shit myself standing in front of that weed. Grandma was loving too. She was intimidating too. I don't even know if she was as scary as maybe thinking if you disrespected her, one of your uncles or aunts was gonna fuck you up about it. You know? That is a good question. Because what the door locked for? Y'all either in here doing something y'all ain't supposed to or y'all on some gay shit. Either one, that's the only two answers. Why the fuck is this door locked? Now, we was rolling weed up. She didn't know we smoked weed, so that's a good question. Why is the door locked? There's no good explanation for that. Fuck y'all in here doing? Like, you know, I could have just simplified it like, nah, I was rolling the blunt. That's all it was. Fuck is the door locked for? You know? She leave the room. I'm on the floor and shit. Look, I'm doing it. Trying to fucking dab the weed up on my finger and shit. And the bud up and shit. Shit all over the floor. He told me, you still gonna be able to roll that up? No. I don't know. We need bros to confirm. Bros to confirm what? No, at the time, I didn't think it was that serious. But looking back at the story, it's like, yeah, that's a fact. Why the fuck was the door locked? We didn't have a good excuse for that. At all. Couldn't tell her what the fuck the door was locked for, though. She'd have came in there fucking him up. I don't think I'd have got shit. He'd have got fucked up for that, though. And then, you know, at this, we 12, 13 at this time. You know, the ass whoopings hurt a little bit more. Because it hurt your pride. You start getting a little older and shit. Puberty. You know? No bullshit, man. Miss grandmoms. You know, when she passed away, the family fell apart and shit like that. I'm sure a lot of people, family and shit go like that too. You know, family took a hit when grandma passed away, for sure. The shit wasn't the same. Nobody had no reason. You know, the beast wasn't getting squashed. They was you know, going longer. You know, no Diddy. More pettier. You know, once she wasn't there to like bridge that shit, it just was like there was no reason to squash anything. You know what I mean? She was really the you know, the president of this shit. She was really the owner, the you know, the queen, the everything. You know what I'm saying? So once the hierarchy and a higher up, you know, you get new management and shit like that, couldn't nobody really fill her shoes. Yeah, so I got one of the biggest families you could imagine. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. One of the biggest families you could imagine. I'm talking about, like, I couldn't even put a number on cousins, bro. I couldn't. Like, all right, so my auntie got 6. My uncle got 4. Other auntie got 4. Other uncle got 2. Other uncle got 6. So that's just all my grandmom kids. But I mean, shit, that's about 27, 35 cousins right there, just in the immediate. And then our next generation, me, I got 6 kids. My cousin got 4 kids. And then we're not even, that's all first. Like the second and third, my grandmom's sister's kids, like they all got 7 kids, 6 kids, 8 kids, right? Literally in the hundreds. And nobody kids know each other. Like our generation, pathetic. It's disgusting, really. It's disgusting, the culture that we lost in our family. I got cousins that I still talk to. They all got kids, but I don't know their kids' names. They don't know my kids' names. Our kids never played together. That was never a thing when grandmoms was around. You know what I mean? We was forced. You know, and I still talk to my cousins. There's still certain, not a lot, but there's still like a few cousins that I talk to. But like that feeling, that need to make sure our kids know who their cousins is, that's not a thing for us. And it's sad. You know, because we had a strong rooted family. But our generation has completely dropped the ball on continuing it. You know? So I know our kids will never be close with any of their cousins like I was. I'll take it a step further. That's just cousins. I can't tell you how many times my sister's 2 sons have played with my kids. Everybody's just so private and everybody's just so guarded and everybody's just like, it's different. The times is different. You know, my kids don't never see none of their first cousins. Fuck the second and thirds. Like, respectfully, they don't even get to see my sisters and my brother's kids. Like, they ain't even close like that at all. You know? So, yeah. Just different, man. It's just different. Everybody is like keeps their family home. You know, like you get me, but not my family. You know, so the best thing I can do as a parent is take my 7 and install those values in them because I value them. But it's a 2-way street. You can't try to be around and close to family that don't want to be close to you. At that point, you're forcing yourself on people. So as much as I hate, and I'm a part of it too. I'm not saying that I don't be like, man, fuck everybody. I don't give a fuck. I got me and mine. We cool. All I could do is teach my kids, you know, to love each other and to value family and to, you know. But I think the other side to that is, though, as close as our family was brought up, a lot of it was on lies and bullshit. You know, a lot of shit that our uncles, aunts, and cousins and big cousins told us about other family members. It took me till I got 2021, started really learning other cousins that was far down the branch that I knew, but I always told they was pussy, they was corny, they was this, they was that. And that was just the older people projecting their dislike of that person. So a lot of my older cousins that I looked at, that I had no respect for, that came from my immediate uncles and pops and aunts telling me, oh, he a pussy. You ain't got to respect him. He ain't going to do shit, yada, yada, yada. Matter of fact, he say something, come tell me. We go down there and whoop at. Like, it was no truth behind it. There's some cousins that I knew all my life that I didn't know was thorough until I got older. Got to start fact checking stories. Start, you know, getting the inconsistencies. And then now I'm all the lost time that I met with somebody that I really fuck with now that I could have, you know, back in the day. But because I was manipulated from adults and projected their true feelings about certain people and their kids and that branch of the family, you know, they was going through trauma and shit like that. And I don't say that to badmouth them, because I understand what their parents was doing to them, and then what their parents was doing to them. And then you get back 2-3 generations and you realize, oh shit, we in the 50s and 40s. That's when it was really fucked up. You know, that's why every generation before you sounds like they got worse ass whoopings than you. You ever notice that? Every generation before you go back to your dad's generation, then your grandpop. If you listen to the ass whoopings your mom and dad told you they got, it's like, whoa, that was worse than what I got. But then if you hear what your grandmom and grandpop tell you what they ass whoopings is like, that shit sounds like somebody should have been in prison for it. You know? So that's the times and shit. We start getting closer and closer to the roots and the struggles and the whippings that they took. And it's not that far removed from the fucking slavery days. It's not. So it's a cycle. Because on my mom's side, we didn't really know none of them people. They all shunned my mom and her sister because they had, you know, they was white ladies with half black fucking babies. So we never really knew them. We never was around at family functions like that or anything like that. So our family, I haven't talked to a cousin, just one, and that's my mom's sister. And for some reason, my mom and her sister was so close that I want to say from when I was like 5 till 12, wherever my mom lived, her sister was her neighbor. So my mom's sister's son, literally, he was like the younger brother I never had. So bros was always fucking me up, and I was always fucking him up. You know, he my first cousin, my little cousin. He didn't have a big brother, right? So, but we had no roots and no ties really to our white family. I haven't talked to a cousin from that side of the family 20 years. Like, since I was 12 at great grandmom's Christmas fucking John, you know? So the history and the roots aren't even comparable. And, you know, the systematic struggles from my dad's side of the family, I wasn't able to really grasp that until I started getting older and understanding certain shit. You know what I'm saying? I got some shit for y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna do it. I was ready to go somewhere with it. I'll say that for another day. But yeah, you know, those ass whoopings were different. And that's because each generation was closer to that fucked up point of time. You know what I mean? So I totally understand it. You know, I got remnants. I told you about the badass whooping my pop put on me. He let me know He'll tell you today, that was a half of an ass whooping I used to get on a daily basis, though. Like that was an average ass. What I gave you was if the way I whooped your ass, and he fucked me up with this belt. The way I whooped your ass was like my pops on 40. And I'm like, for real? And you gotta understand, bruh, back in the 80s and 70s, they didn't have as many thin-ass belts as we had. They had them dumb, thick-ass belts. Back then, everything was cheaper. The cost of living was down, so the products was of quality. That shit was really a leather belt. Not a replica, a leather belt. About a half-thick inch fucking width on the belt with a razor-sharp edge. Them belts in the 80s, they wasn't all cheap and thin the fuck out. They was hitting them with whips. They weren't belts. So I knew he wasn't lying. My pop can't wait to start. I'm going to start a radio show with my pop. You know, my pop's a great storyteller, man. I'll laugh and tell him I'm a better storyteller than him. But I got to be honest with y'all. Let me tell you something about my pops. He will tell a story that I was there for. And like not lie about any details. And I won't even use the word fabricate. But he has a way of telling a fucking regular story and making this shit sound like you had to be there. Right? Like I'll literally listen. We'll be at a cookout and I'll be, tell a story. Hey, nigga. Shrugging his shoulders up and shit. He get comfortable. He get in storytelling mode. Like he ain't just a regular storyteller, like a good storyteller. He got a whole spiel with it. You know, he'd get comfortable. Okay, let's start here. Friday, September 13th, 92. I want to say the Nas album. Look, and he know the answer. He'd be like, what's that album called? Let's just say it was the Illmatic. Now he leaning up. He knew the answer the whole time to the question, but this is his storytelling and shit, right? So now, before you know it, he ain't even get to nothing about the story and shit. We 30 seconds in and it's like, he got the floor. It's a special, unique ability of his, man. He passed it down, too. He passed it down. What's that album in 92 that Nas dropped? He's snapping his finger. LL, when Source Awards, when Heavy D had on the orange suit. What was that event called? A little dumb shit like that, you know what I mean? Look, there he go. Pop sharp with that shit, man. He'd tell a good story, but I can't wait to start the radio show with him. What we're gonna do is we're gonna record and just, you know, storytell, talk about shit. And me and my pop have some of the best back and forth conversations. If y'all was flies on the wall, like I'm just a chip off the old block, right? So like he's gonna tell some stories that I've told, and he's gonna probably have a slightly different version. It'll be like you never heard the story. Like I'll tell him to tell y'all the story when he caught me being bad in school, when I got fucked up. There's a show coming on that too. We got a Bergs episode for that. He's gonna tell the same story. He's gonna tell the same story. He's gonna tell the same story, but it's going to sound like you never heard it before. I got y'all. He cold with the storytelling shit, man. He'll be like, my pops had a fucking belt. Right? You ever seen the bike chains that they put on a RS 1319 Yugoslavian Russian tank? You ever see them? Nigga never seen it before, but you be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's storytelling. We'll be lying and shit. I never saw whatever it was. What the fuck you mean? MS-14 Yugoslavian Russian tank. First of all, I thought Yugoslavians and Russians was different. Like you miss all that shit. Okay, them. My pop had a selection of belts like that. They was MS-13 Yugoslavian belt tank straps. That's what the fuck he used to wear. So now you already like, damn, Pop's walking around with fucking chains from tanks? Stupid details like that. Here, I got suspended from school, so I knew I was getting my ass whooped. You know, and then the door had a creak on it. You know, so I'm sitting down and shit, and then I could hear the door open. Yeah, I know he home. Walk you right into the crib. Walk you right into the crib. You know what the couch look like. You know what the stairs look like. Yeah, just off of the theater of the storytelling. So I hear him coming up the steps. Carlos. And his accent game too is on a beam too. Like when he can do like his impersonation. No bullshit. Pop can freestyle a story. And then when he tell other stories, I don't give a fuck if he lying because they're so good. That's a storyteller. That's what makes the Berg so fire. I literally have just been telling y'all real fucking stories. I don't know if these stories are actually as cool as I make them sound or if it's just the storytelling, but they're all true. Pops is so good, I don't care if they're true. Not questioning if they are, I just don't give a fuck. They're too good to care if they're true. You know what I mean? So, Rusty, Froze, what you know about picking your own switch? That was my pop's time. Or that might have even been my pop's time. I don't even remember my pop telling me a pick a switch story. Yeah, and I think that might have been a little bit more of a down south thing. And even if it was up here, that might have been more of my grandmom's era. Pops and them was getting hit with whatever the fuck they could, whatever was next to wherever was next to my pop. Yeah, I mean, they'd tell some, their stories are always great from the 80s and shit like that. Remember the time Pops hit you with that fucking lava lamp? Lava lamp? Yeah, you had 17 stitches and 25 staples. Nobody intervened. They didn't call fucking children of youth for you niggas. Children of youth wasn't around. Damn. So who fucking saved the kids? Fuck you mean your papa gave you 27 fucking stitches with a lava lamp? You know, that's how shit. You remember that time Pop slammed your head in that piano and shit, split your shit open to the white meat? Yeah, I lost a quart of blood. Nigga, what? That really happened? Yeah, shit. They ain't even tell you about the time he wrapped the extension cord around his neck till he was purple. Purple? Had to take him to the hospital and everything. What the fuck did the hospital say? You know, we told him he tried to kill himself. He went through with that shit. Yeah, he ain't want no more. You would have beat him again if he told him that you tried to kill him? What the fuck was going on? What the fuck is going on? Did y'all niggas even have police officers back then? Sheriffs. I ain't gonna lie to you. The fucking 80s, man. I'm telling you. What the fuck do you mean? He went through with the story. He told the doctors that he tried to kill himself. Yeah, they put him in the hospital for a week. For a week? He went through with that shit and the nigga got 302? They hospitalized him? Came home, was on medicine, never the same. Why are y'all so okay with that? The fuck going on in the 80s? Come on, man. Different time. These niggas was going out there dropping 30 on national television off cocaine. I'm telling you, they was built different. Way tougher than us. Way tougher than that. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. I know we like to act like we tougher than... our generation is tougher than the generation after us. We not tougher than our pops in them generation. We're not. I'm sorry. Way tougher than the one after us. You know, anything after 96, 98, we clear. They soft. They don't know what ass women really feel like. You know what I'm saying? But our pops in them, nah. Not their era. Them niggas was different. Them niggas was different. Yeah, but that's what I plan on doing. Keep crying and I'm gonna give you something to cry for. Yeah, what was that about? What was that about? I show so much more compassion to my kids. They crying. All right, baby, you all right? Come here. What's wrong? I didn't get a lot of that. We all live the same life. Hey, listen. They never fucking get real close to you too. And I think parents, you know what parents, I take this in effect too. Like, parents never gave a fuck if they breath stunk. Now, keep it a bean, right? Parents never gave a fuck if they breath stunk. Cause like to get down to my level and get within inches of my face and to whisper something very strong. You got to understand, when you're whispering, you're actually exerting more breath than you are when you're actually projecting. To actually talk like this, you're using more breath. It takes more breath. So to get down to my level and say, hey, listen, shut the fuck up before I give you something to cry about, and I'm not going to tell you again. My pop used to have these fat ass fingers and shit. He had doink. We used to call it doinking, no diddy. Hey, shut the fuck up. He know I hated that shit too. Oh, shut the fuck up before I give you something to fucking cry about. I'm already shutting up. Niggas adding extra shit, and I'm not going to tell you again. You fucking understand me? Like, bro, I heard you. I haven't said nothing on the first 3 fucking Jones, bro. And your fucking breath stink. Go ahead. Back the fuck up. Mom, dude, Pop used to just drink fucking coffee, Newports all day. My mom smoked cigarettes till she was like in her 40s. She quit. She been clean for over a decade and a half. Newport 100 breath. If you do not shut the fuck up. No bullshit. The parents ain't give a fuck. I be cussing them out on my head too. You don't get your fucking ugly, freckle face, stink breath head ass. I'm fuck out of there, boy. But see, my pops used to be able to read my mind. My mom couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So Pops used to have a fucking radar. He could like read the shit that I was saying in my mind. So he would he'd say he'd check me and shit. He also knew I didn't like being reprimanded in front of people. You can chump me in the car all day. It's just me and you. Fuck it. You know what I mean? But when he would check me like out in public and shit in front of people, I used to hate that shit, bro. Reese, facts. What nigga saying, whoa, and biggest lie ever told? What you talking about? Who put books in their drawers to avoid the pain? Books in their drawers? I don't know about nothing about that. I know about the double, triple sweats. I know. So Pops used to be able to read my mind and shit. So like, say he checked me in front of somebody and shit, or even if we was by myself, I might have been able to be like, damn, like I wish I could smack the shit out of old head. Like I might have thought that and shit. And then like 5 seconds after I thought it, and this is about to be 10 seconds after he checked me, he'd just look and do a rant. I dare you. Dude, what the fuck? Nigga can't even think in private? No bullshit. I'd be like, man, fuck out of here. I'm ready to cuss you the fuck out of nowhere. Just be like, I dare you. Play with me if you want to. I'd be like, yo, I didn't even say this shit, guys. Now look, I might have just said, I ain't even do nothing. I don't know why you yelling at me and shit like that. And stop sitting over there like a little, like you innocent. Like, how is this nigga talking to my thoughts? Nigga be able to read my face, bro. I fucking dare you. Play with me. No bullshit. You can know my pop type of mood he was in depending on what music he was playing and shit like that. If he was playing Pac, he was on all dumb shit. He's playing R. Kelly, good mood. He was playing LL, he felt good, he smelled good. The fucking niggas was predictable. You just knew what type mood they was in depending on what music he had to fuck on. That nigga had Pac on, he was on dumb shit. He was going to collect some money somebody owed him or something. Yeah, no bullshit. Pop stretch used to work until you got old and realized a nigga was just saying anything. Yeah, nah, yeah. Because you got to understand. I mean, how many times could you check me and not do shit? As a kid at work, all you got to do is put an ass whooping on here and there. You know what I mean? Yeah, Pops had some LL on or something like that. He was in a good mood. You know what I mean? Nigga had the cologne on. He had the mints. You know what I'm saying? Glasses on and shit like that. Yeah, he got to throw that Pac on though. R. Kelly, he cleaning. We cleaning. You woke up and if you woke up and you heard R. Kelly, that nigga might have been outside on his Camaro spraying wax on the wheels because my pop detail car is specialty. He actually, I ain't even gonna tell you his trick, but yeah, you wake up and hear some fucking R. Kelly glaring. He out front spraying wax on the tires and shit, waxing the fucking paint and shit. He used to have his sexy ass Camaro. You already knew the vibes. Oh shit, pop downstairs cleaning. You know. Memories as a kid and shit like that, nostalgic and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's always funny. I always reminisce sometimes even to myself when I look at my kids because it's just different. It's just different and shit. You know, once like I'll try to get the kids together and do movie night. You know what I mean? And I try to throw on a classic. You know, a Toy Story. Once in a blue, something a stick. But for the most part and shit, like, I mean, we get within 5 minutes of the movies and shit, and you know, they start fidgeting, bro. Dad, can we watch something else? The fuck, this Toy Story 3 classic. Yeah, can we put Peppa Pig on or Nazi or something? I wanna scroll. And then the little sister started agreeing with him. Yeah, Peppa Pig. All right. Y'all don't even know y'all disrespecting a fucking classic. What's not to like about Buzz Lightyear and Woody and Mr. Potato Head? What's not to like about them? Well, I don't understand why you don't like A Bug's Life. You're not enjoying this? The Incredibles? All this shit. You know? Shrek? We can't do Shrek? I don't think I've tried Shrek, though. Or Kung Fu Panda. All right, you know what? That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to see if I could get some Shrek and Kung Fu Panda rolling, because these is heavy dogs. Shark Tale, they was fucking with Shark Tale. It's a lot of singing in Shark Tale, though. Yeah. Bug's Life was fire. I mean, here's the thing. Don't even dare try to do a kid's movie that's in human form. Like, we used to get classics like that. Richie Rich, Home Alone. It don't gotta be no fucking cartoon. It took me 3 years to get him to watch Santa Claus. That's a fucking classic. That is a classic. You shitting me? It took like 2 years for that to stick. This year was the first year I don't think I made it stick, matter of fact. You know? I can't even throw on no little soldiers for them. They wouldn't appreciate it. They don't know nothing about the fucking Gorgonites. That was a real situation if you was a kid and you was into that. The Mighty Ducks, you shitting me? Charlie fucking Conway? You know? They don't understand that shit. Shit, sometimes I still go on my Disney Plus and throw Brink on. The rollerblading joint, that's my shit. Classic. Right on the Disney Channel on them. Fuck that. We're going to watch Up, Up, and Away. Let's do it. Fucking classic. We soul skaters. They don't get shit no more but a 30-second fucking clip. Corny ass entertainment, man. I ain't even get to the cartoons yet. Anybody in here? Well, you know what I'm gonna try though? I might can try Xenon. Or what was that? Xenon. Yeah. The alien shorty from Disney Channel and shit. Those was classics too. They girl movies. My girls might rock with that. Yeah, they might rock with that. You gotta understand, not the Disney Channel movie theater movies. The Disney Channel original movies, goated. Fucking goated. I'm telling you. Let me see. I got my tech ball coming over Saturday, y'all. So my set at the crib should be up. We should be up running by Monday. I'm excited. That's not K Walker, y'all. That's the geese. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit right here. Under Wraps. Y'all remember this was so cold Halloween movie about the mummy ball. Under Wraps. Classic. Brink 98 classic. Halloween Town. All fucking three. I think it might even be four of them. All of them classic. Yeah, Z9. Can of Worms. The 13th Year. Smart House. Classic. These all Disney Channel movies. Johnny Tsunami. You shitting me? First of all, Johnny Tsunami top 5. Genius was cold. Don't Look Under the Bed was cold. That was my shit. We getting into the early 2000s and shit like that. Color of Friendship was a really good movie. I don't know if anybody seen this, John. So if you remember, this shorty came from I think she was from a country in Africa or something like that, the white girl and shit. And then she came as a foreign exchange student, and she was living in an American house with a black family and shit like that. It was a good John. Layered for sure. Up and Away classic. Alley Cats was cool. Rip Girls was cool. Miracle on Lane 2. Frankie Muniz. This was a classic. Quince was good too. You know, I was living with my pop for that 8 months when Quince dropped. Phantom of the Megaplex. Good John. Mom's Got a Date with the Luck of the Irish was a good John. No question. Double Team was solid. Cadet Kelly was solid. Damn. True Confessions. This movie was so fucking cold. This was speaking of it, Shia LaBeouf was getting beat the fuck up all on camera. Y'all seen that? Y'all seen that? Y'all seen Shia LaBeouf getting beat the fuck up all on camera, all drunk somewhere, looking all crazy and shit? Y'all seen that? Sup with him? That's my guy too. Like Shia really is cold with the acting shit. True Confessions is fire too because it's like a high school girl. She coming of age, but she got a brother, and you know he got a I forget what his condition was. I don't know if he was autistic or something, but she was just trying to navigate through high school as also trying to look out for her brother, and it was just tough for her. It was tough, but it's a really good movie. Shia LaBeouf fucked this joint up. I think this was his first movie ever. True Confessions. If you ain't see it, fire. A Ring of Endless Night was good too. Yeah, man. I grew up on them. I grew up on the movies. There was another movie that was my favorite movie. I can't never find this joint, bro. But the actor, hold on. There we go. Y'all remember this, John? Y'all remember this, John? I think it was called Flash. It was the horse movie. It came out in like 97 or some shit like that. Yeah, it was what's the boy name? Hold on, let me see if I can find his name. Lucas Black. Yeah, Lucas Black. It was a horse movie and shit. This nigga rolled a horse like a fucking like cross country and shit to go meet his pop. His pop was like sailing on this ship or some shit like that. I forget what his job was. But that was like his first big movie and shit. Cold movie, for sure. Free Willy, classic. Classic. I don't know what you got, Free Willy or the Mighty Ducks? Ooh, he just said a fuck banger. Indian in a Cupboard is probably in my top 10 all time. Easy, bro. Remember when the Indian bull got hit with the arrow? He said, "Ooh, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta." I'm gonna keep it a bean, Brody. Indian in the Cupboard was cold. If you ain't ever see that, you know, like, yo, you know what was? I got a hot take before we get up out of here, right? Well, because I got some things I want to talk about before we leave too. But I got a hot take, right? I'm gonna just, you know what? I'm gonna show y'all. You know what I consider a one of the most underrated, and I actually have it in like one of my personal favorites as a kid movie, and they always shit on it, and they always give him trouble for it, and they always make jokes about it. But I fucking love this movie, bruh. Fucking Kazam, cuz. Yo, Shaq killed Dennis Jordan. Everybody be fucking hating on him. I'm telling you, Kazam was not ass at all, bro. And when every time somebody say it and they use it against Shaq, I be like, yo, Kazam was the fucking truth. Like, how do you not like this joint? The Shazam ain't had shit on it. Kazam was cold, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I loved Kazam. I had the VHS. My mom's brought that shit on. Fire. Shaq rapping in the whole movie and shit like that. It was cold, bro. Kazam was a classic. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah. Even still. I knew I wasn't tripping froze, be honest. Did you ever listen to Shaq's album? Hell no. But I ain't gonna hold you. Kazam was good, bro. It's hilarious. You know, the acting is okay, mid standard, but it was a good joint. Still was fire too. Yeah, that I am Kazam. remember he kept saying shit, and everything he would say, he would rhyme with it and shit. And the little white boy said, "Just stop rhyming." He was sick as shit. Everything the nigga asked him, Kazam would give him a bar on it. Whole movie he was just giving the young boy bars and shit. Everything he asked him. So did you see the first one with Sinbad? Yeah, I was never a Sinbad boy. He was fucking them eyeballs up. Shaq was fucking that French toast up too when he was in Mac's crib too. He was rhyming his ass off in that movie. He said, "We genies, cranker." Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find that shit. "We genies" was a banger. He said, "Bob your head, Max." Whoa, Shaq. Before we get out of here, I'm watching this tonight. Shaq is a fucking genie in this joint, cuz. Oh shit, my bad. Damn. Hold on, I got y'all. Yeah, so if anybody, it's muted froze, got you, thank you. If anybody didn't know, that's the plot. So Shaq is a genie. He's a genie from like a gazillion years ago and shit like that. And young boy fucking found the boombox and shit, hit the button, and then Shaq comes out the boombox, and young boy got 3 wishes. And he can't go back in the boombox until he make his 3 wishes. But he started having so much fun outside the fucking boombox, and it took so long for somebody to get him out of the boombox, he stopped trying to grant his wishes and shit. So every time he would grant a wish, he'd be like, "Nah, that's a stupid wish. I can't do that." Fire movie.
My name is Kazam, I got the whole plan. So listen to the man, cause I'm the Sultan of Sand.
Is that it? Is that the whole deal? You wanna be a hit? You better get real.
I did have this friend in the 1000 BC. We discover a bevy of bathing beauties. Her bird looks to me and I says to he, why don't we jump in that old Euphrates?
So that's the whole story. That's all you gotta tell?
You got to listen to my rap from bell to bell. Those babies had rabies and we was in Hades cause we moved with the harem of the Prince of
Shaq a big goofy dumbass. That's my fucking boy, man. Shaq hilarious. That's a good joint though. All right, y'all. Let's get to some shit real quick before we get up out of here. So obviously most of y'all already know. We already talked about it. We announced it and shit like that. 8 o'clock tonight. Chilla Jones vs. Rosenberg. We're all dropping on FrozenbergTV. 8 p.m. tonight. I need everybody to pull up though. Like I need y'all to go here, hit the bell, hit your reminder. Right? Make sure you hit your reminder and all that. We're gonna have a fucking party. You know, this is a big day for us. Fire. We did something major for the channel. Super excited. Can't wait. I haven't seen the battle in a minute. I watched it, I think, 2 to 3 times right afterwards. And yeah, so I know it was a good one. I know we had a good one. So we got possession of 30. If I remember it right. We'll see. We'll watch it back. Sometimes it'll look different on cam. You know, on cam gang gonna pull up. I'm not gonna lie, they was gas and froze. Watch it. Well, you know that they was gas and froze gonna be in the woodworks tonight now because the nigga done dropped his own footage. I ain't gonna hold you. I might have edged Chilla that round. You already know the vibes. Good thing about this battle is if I remember it, it was clear. Wasn't nothing gentleman about it. It was clear. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is dropping tonight at 8 o'clock on the channel. And I'm fucking excited, zone. Because we did that shit. We manifested it. We spoke it into existence. How many times? Yo, when they dropping that Chilla battle? Damn, Froze, what's up with TBL? Thought we was good. They ain't never going to drop the battle. You're right. They aren't going to never drop it. We dropping it. We fucking dropping it. I see y'all. Y'all want to do it? Y'all said y'all want to do a live watch? Where bro's at? If bro's at 1,500 subscribers, I'll fucking drop this joint right now. You shitting me? Oh nah, he had the same spot he was when I made the announcement. He didn't get one more subscriber. Like you talking about, bros? They ain't get one more. Okay, did this live one day ago. Definitely clear. Just watch out. Shout out to the plug. Name my cat. Let's do a live watch. Yeah, but ain't that gonna hurt the views? Y'all gonna watch me watch the live watch? Don't we all want to watch the live watch and then do a live watch? We all gonna watch me watch the live? That's one fucking view, y'all. It's gonna be like hundreds of us in this joint. Maybe even a stack. I would much rather 1,000 of y'all be watching the live because it's all right. So here's the thing. It's a premiere too. It's a premiere. So the live chat going to be already open. It ain't going to be like you got to comment on YouTube afterwards, respectfully. I don't know if y'all knew that. I'm premiering it at 8. So the chat going to be, we're going to be in the chat. You know? But I kind of want that live reaction, that live chat to be kind of, you know what I mean, ski. Like who gonna wean out the yuckers if we all in here? You know, we do gotta monitor our video, don't we? Little live watch this weekend, I'm with that. Rewatch on the morning show, something like that, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Now we talking. Monday, semifinals for the song tournament. Monday morning show. And I think I'm going to be doing it from my new set at the crib. I think. You know? Are you promoting a drop? Yeah, we're going to share it. We're going to share it. But also the fire thing is, I collabed with TPL's YouTube channel, so we still get all the residuals off of it. We get all the viewership off of it. We get all the monetization off of it. We're the only people who can make edits to the video or anything like that, but it still goes to their audience that pushes the video out to their audience and shit like that. So that was a big deal for them to do that. You know what I mean? So it should be a solid drop. It's going to be my channel combined with their channel. They got 80,000 subscribers. We got 20. That's 100,000. That's 100,000. That's 100,000. That's 100,000 subscribers. So it should be a nice showing in there. That's going to take your views. Do a recap after the battle. Nah, it's not going. That's not how the collab works. It's not going to take our views, Brody. It's not going to take our views at all. The chat going to be spicy. I'm not going to lie. That's the best show on YouTube right now. Thank you, Brody. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so make sure y'all remember that. Monday, we're doing our semifinals for our song shit. Bro, we should be getting a live from bros tonight. Luke said, bros at 1,000. Tweety talking about poop. Yes, he is. Shout out to Luke. I love y'all chat, real shit. Bros, I was one of the first people that dapped you up coming off stage with Chilla, and you didn't even know me. Now we working together. That's fire. I didn't know you was in the building, Ralph. I ain't even know you was in the building. Tweety crazy. All right, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Just a little 5 minutes so he can come back tomorrow. Don't clip him for 24 because Luke want to come back and watch the show tomorrow. You know he don't miss a morning show. He actually do the pre-morning show. I was going to comment in this during the day, but if y'all remember, I kicked Tata out. The boy Tata, he a mod over there. So I'm like, I'm going to get up out of here before he kicked me. But I was going to comment this morning and let him know, yo, gang, you should just start calling this shit the pre-morning show. You go live at 9 o'clock anyway before me. It's a good job. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers might pull up. Maybe. So, but I ain't type it, though. I ain't want boy to be able to get his kickback. Did y'all 24-hour him? He gonna cuss me. He about to go live. I'm in the thumbnail and in the title. You already know the vibes. He monetized now. He going live. We just gave him a midday show. Freaky ass chat. That was in the chat for Eastside Vision 1. That was in the chat for him. Oh, 300 seconds? Yeah. Hold up. Let's go 5 more minutes. Let's see if anybody else want to get sent to the gulag. It was a little 5 minutes. It was a good show today, y'all. We'll be 15 minutes over. You know, anybody else, everybody else, we all fam here. Anybody else want to go to the gulag? Get your slick comments in now. I got you. Chat sniping shit. They in they bag. Niggas done got possession of Chilla and Frozenberg. They ain't doing they own all dumb shit. look. Got him. Let's go. Yes, he did kick me. He lied. Somebody kicked me and he said, how'd that feel, Froze? So even if he didn't do it, he supported it. He supported it. All right. I do it all. I'll be waiting for you. Do it all, 2K. I'll be waiting for you. If you think I don't know, you say sick shit here and there. I see your comment activity the other day. I see your little slick comments you be making. I'll be waiting for you. You was chilling the last couple of days though. Good. Cause I've been on you, no Diddy. You didn't do it all 2K. I'm talking to you. I've been waiting for you to say some slick shit. Niggas been on standby. And he say some shit that's questionable. I was clipping him. Respectfully. All right, y'all. Let me get the fuck up out of here, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'll see y'all tonight in the chat. We lit 8 o'clock. Set y'all reminders. Make sure y'all hype the video. Do all that shit. We gotta make sure we push this video. All right. I'll let y'all.
Big fellas, big